All right, welcome to Cozy Podcast. This is season 2, episode 10. I have a special guest,
Mr. Bell, Emmanuel Bell, Spanish teacher, football coach, business owner.
You named about 4 things in one person. Okay, so this episode is going to be about entrepreneurship and business / tips for tips and skills. So you can give me some tips about entrepreneurship because I'm still learning because I've only been doing it for 2 years now. Almost.
Okay. One tip for entrepreneurship I would say is make sure you have multiple streams of income. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Multiple streams of income is how you become a millionaire. One stream of income, it's good, but to take it to the next level as an entrepreneur, you gotta diversify. So diversify your portfolio and incorporate as many things as you can successfully.
I can see that because now, since I added the podcast, I got more than one paycheck.
Right, and all those businesses can feed off of each other. Like in the podcast, we're talking about Cozy Caps. Boom, that's gonna send some clientele to not only to the clothing, but now you got a podcast return. So just expanding your businesses and kind of connecting them in a way where they all can benefit each other.
Yeah. And then, for example, today I put in I managed the checks for the podcast for the month so far, 5 months so far, for the first 5 months. And then I had to manage the product sales I got. I got them in different categories now, so I won't get the money mixed up.
Yeah, man, don't mix up nobody's money, man. They can be coming for you.
But yeah. But the podcast it's been going good. I definitely like how I started it. And my tip for myself for entrepreneurship is probably just keep doing what I'm doing. Especially with the podcast, I just gotta keep posting, and then with the knitting side, I just have to keep making new stuff and don't get distracted because there's definitely some moments when I get distracted and the business goes down.
Consistency is key, especially as an entrepreneur. You work your own hours. You can, pick when you want to stop, when you want to go. So you gotta be disciplined enough to make sure you put in work every day in that business. So that's one thing about being an entrepreneur is the freedom. But I know some people that work as an entrepreneur work harder than people with a 9 to 5 because it's just how much work you got to put into your business in order for it to be successful. So you definitely got to have that discipline to do it on your own, or it won't flourish like you want it to. So.
That's supposed to be like that because last night I had stayed up working, putting in orders because I totally didn't realize that I didn't put any orders for last month because I got distracted. So I had to do that all last night, and then I had to put in some orders that I have for May so far.
Okay, so yeah. When you slack off a little bit, you gotta catch back up. It's also with teaching. If you don't put in the grades, then the grades just gonna start piling up. So it's just no matter what you do, you just gotta have discipline and dedicating time to what you feel is the most important.
Okay, so for your brand, do you have a passion for it?
Do I have a what?
Passion.
So my business didn't really come off of passion. It came from a hobby. So it was actually my friends. He started the business. It's selling old school cars. Schools by law, we sell old school cars. We fix them up and sell them again. So he kind of brought us into the business, just going to pick up the cars from other places. And then once we started seeing how the money coming in from there, we just kind of branched off on our own. Everybody started getting their own cars. So my business came more so from seeing the money that could be made through other people. So I kind of was influenced that way. He was a good friend of mine. We went to high school together, so we've worked together before, and he just brought me into a good move, and it just worked out for us.
I can see that. With mine, it turned into a hobby at first because I started off with just making the beanies, and then after that, I wanted to expand it more. And then, because Cozy Caps actually wasn't my first name for the brand, it was actually supposed to be Letter Quality because I used to make embroideries for the beanies, and people can choose what embroidery they wanted on it. I still do that, just in a different way. But I feel like Cozy Caps fits everything now because most of my stuff is out of yarn.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I definitely have a passion for it because if I wasn't making money off of it, I'd still be doing it.
That's what's up.
Because I genuinely like doing it.
That's important. If you have a passion for it, you'll be successful. So That's what's up. Also, I was also continuously innovate. So as long as you moving with your target audience, then you'll continue to grow. So don't, like, I know you said you started out doing embroidery, then you evolved into the knitting, and then now you're doing the bucket hats and then the scarves. So just continuously innovate. So summertime, that might be a good time to come out with something different. You know what I mean? So just constantly innovating, that's gonna help you keep your business afloat too. Move with your target audience.
But yeah, I think that's gonna wrap up this episode. I don't want to make it long because I don't want to edit all night. But I thank you for
yeah, no problem. Cozy Caps, Schools by Law, Utopian Academy. Let's get it.